I just got back from grocery shopping. Today has felt like a very hard day. I think a lot of things are coming up to surface that are being purged out just in everybody, not just me. Another reason why I not only tend to get anxious, but have a hard time with motivating myself to go grocery shopping is because of the fact that I am sensitive to energy, and I grew up being sensitive to energy. I personally believe that this could have something to do with emotional abuse as a child, because you learn how to feel other people and you learn how to tell, like, oh, am I safe to be myself? And also I think it has to do with past life trauma as well, and generational trauma. But anyway, we are learning how to bring our energy back to ourselves and stay rooted. This has to do with the root chakra. Now, I am just recording this to share with you guys that I just got back from grocery shopping, and I don't know how this happened, but my cat, this is what I find. And this is the state of my garage right now. And my cat is right there. I know it was you, Mochi. I know you did it. So my sister's birthday was just this past Saturday. We stayed up really late. I had so much fun. I was allowing myself to be myself at her party, and that every time that I allow myself to be myself, I tell myself, like, okay, like I'm starting to feel safer and safer and safer being my true authentic self around other people, because who I really am sometimes is just like really weird. But I'm no longer ashamed of it, and I'm curious to continue to learn more about who it is that wants to come through me, because I feel that as a channel, I'm just literally just channeling the spirit of the moment. So with that being said, because we stayed up really late, and because I feel that I have so much going on and I struggle with staying not just consistent, but I struggle with structure and organization. It's been really tough trying to get back to my normal routine. It's been really hard. I also noticed I'm breaking out on my forehead, so definitely the party food caught up to me, because I break out when I eat a lot of processed stuff and a lot of added sugars. Anyway, I need to bring my groceries in, and I want to clean up my kitchen because I was just so unmotivated today, and I still wasted some food here. All of this, unfortunately, is going to waste, but thankfully it's not as much as it was last time, and I'm still working on getting that portion control better. And then I just realized that I still have to pick this up. Okay, this is not something I'm really comfortable doing, but oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go take him outside. I am gonna take this as a sign of gratitude coming from my cat, and as a sign of prosperity and abundance and new beginnings. I'm trying to figure out what to throw in. Maybe like, okay. At least this wasn't as bad as the time that my cat literally brought in a baby bird and took this baby bird under my bed. This also isn't as bad as the time that I literally found a dead bird in my room after hours of thinking that everything was fine, and I go into my room and I find this dead bird. I didn't hear anything. I don't know how that happened. The baby bird, though, when he brought the baby bird under the bed, I was able to get my mom to get the baby bird out, and the baby bird survived. So that was a happy ending. The other one, I'm just glad I didn't hear it or see it and didn't know about it till the very end. I did have to sweep him up, and I buried him. We did a little burial ceremony for him. Anyway, stuff like that is really hard for me. Let me know if you guys struggle with stuff like that too. What are some weird things that your pets have done? Actually, don't even tell me. I don't want to know. But stuff like this makes me think about how we are so disconnected even from our food, because I think back on our ancestors, and this is me just sharing my deep thoughts, but I think back on our ancestors and how they literally had to hunt for their food, and they had that connection with the spirit of the animal that they hunted. They had to kill this animal themselves, and they had to prepare it, and The way that they went about everything was so sacred, and it was like nothing was discarded or left behind. Everything, every part of the animal, to my knowledge, was used and was appreciated. I'm not saying this because I want to go back to doing, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to kill my own chicken. But I just think about how we've evolved to where it's like stuff like that. I mean, at least for me personally, going back to that, the disgust, the emotion of disgust, like that makes me cringe. It's really hard for me. And you know what? That's okay. Because I don't want to have to pick up dead animals. Well, unfortunately, I still have to pick up dead animals. It's just that I deal with the smaller ones that my cat captures, and I hope every time he does this, I'm like, I hope he doesn't do it again. So here is a practice that I've started doing where I ask myself, well, how do I want to feel right now? Because if you think about it, every single moment you are manifesting it. Okay, minus the lizard, but focus on what you can control, right? So I asked myself, like, well, how do I want to feel? And I want to feel grounded, I want to feel peaceful, and I want to feel relaxed, especially because right now I'm struggling to come back to feeling structured and organized after my sister's party. And I also haven't exercised in a while. Also, I had a panic attack like 2-3 weeks ago. I don't think I talked about it here on YouTube, but I felt I should mention that too, because there's a lot happening. Anyway, so went from doing like a lot of structured things that I was working out, I was doing my yoga, I was going to bed early, I was doing all the things, I was doing breath work, and all of those things helped me, but I was doing them in such a way that were so structured, like it was too masculine. I was focusing too much on that, and I wasn't really giving myself room to actually like enjoy. It was almost like I was still just going through the motions. Like I got into this toxic habit that wasn't allowing room for play. I go from extremes. So I was doing the structure stuff, and then I had a panic attack. And then I realized through that panic attack, which maybe I should talk about it, but I realized that I wasn't making room for play, for excitement. So that's what I started doing. I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna sleep in. I'm gonna just literally do whatever the heck I want. I'm gonna stop worrying about my job, my business, my career. I'm gonna stop worrying about it. And I'm just gonna do the things that make me feel like a kid again, that make me feel like a teenager. So that's what I started doing. And I recorded some of it. The party was part of that. Playing with my dolls, stuff like that. Even making these videos, all of this has been pretty enjoyable for me. But I went to that other extreme. And then after my sister's party, now I'm here where I'm like, I have to reincorporate the structure stuff, but like learn to have the balance between the two, the fun aspect and the structure. So I want to feel, I'll just keep it to 3 feelings. I want to feel safe, I want to feel relaxed, and I want to feel good. So once you do that, once you pick out your 3 words of how you want to feel, then you have to ask yourself, well, what can I do to help me bring that to life, to help support those emotions? I have all this food that I need to meal prep, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow instead because it's 8:47 p.m. right now. I got myself some pizza, knowing that I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm gonna eat my pizza. I'm gonna watch some Gossip Girl because that's what I've been watching. I don't have a Netflix account or any of that, so I've been watching it for free on Tubi. And I actually don't watch a lot of shows anymore. I used to binge watch shows. I don't anymore, thankfully. And part of my goal is that once I finish Gossip Girl, I really hope that I could just not watch another TV show for a while, just to give myself more of that break that I need. Because another thing I've noticed through watching Gossip Girl is that it brings up like anxiety in me depending on what's happening in the show, because it can be really intense sometimes. There's a lot of drama, there's a lot of dumb stuff that happens, and it rises up different emotions in me, and I feel like it's kind of a distraction and it's not always helpful, especially to watch it late at night. So it kind of takes away from my self-care routine. You would think it would add to it, but sometimes it takes away from it. And that's just something personally I've been learning about myself. So my pizza is back there, it's done. I finished cleaning up my kitchen, I put my groceries away, and I got some of my little basic chores done and out of the way as well. I also made my bed and set it up, and I lit some incense that smells like roses, which my best friend had gotten me last year. And this incense is very specific for the root chakra as well, because she knew that I was working on my root chakra last year. Oh, and then I lit some candles. So I decided I'm not gonna watch Gossip Girl after all. I'm gonna give it a break because I realized that my emotional state of being, my nervous system is needing more of this downtime. And as much as I wanted to watch Gossip Girl, it's not good for us tonight. We're gonna have a wind down day. Not day, but evening. It is 9:47 p.m. I try to go to bed by 10, but that's not been happening lately. And you know what? It's okay. As long as I can reset myself and set myself up for bed, I think we're gonna be good. So if you don't have a nighttime routine yet, I recommend it because it helps you really know when you're out of balance with yourself, and it really does help calm and bring that energy back down, and helps you release emotions as well. Like if you need to let out a lot of tears, it helps with the inner child, it helps with healing, it helps with your nervous system, it helps with clearing your energy. So it has so many benefits, for real. And I'm gonna end this video here, and I will see you guys in my next video.